Hello, and welcome to our very first discussion on NJ.com's new platform, Mosaic. And today I want to welcome my first guest, Assemblywoman Timberlake. Hello, Brittany.
Hi, Andy. Thanks so much for having me and for Mosaic. I think it's wonderful.
You and I met a few weeks ago, and we talked about foreclosures in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And we got some feedback from the community. And when I started seeing these, quite frankly, like heart-wrenching letters from people, I wanted to bring you in and really talk a little bit more about the bill, the Community Wealth Preservation Bill that you have co-authored with Assemblywoman Verlena Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, you think about some of the things that have impacted communities of color, things like redlining and Jim Crow and gentrification. Can you talk a little bit about that, Brittany?
Sure. And all of those words, some people can interpret as things of the past, but they're not. They're things that currently exist. Barriers that make it difficult for Black and Brown people to become homeowners in the United States. There's an example of a community called Levittown, one in which I'm very familiar with. There's two, one in Long Island and also one in Pennsylvania. And that was an example of where there was a government-backed development project where white soldiers who were coming home from war could buy a home for pennies on the dollar using the government subsidies and benefits, but those homes could not be purchased by Black soldiers. And they could not be sold to Black soldiers either when those white soldiers were ready to sell. So,
that's legal. They could prevent people from selling to other people.
It's a little bit like a raisin in the sun, the welcoming committee. If you're familiar with that amazing play and book, it's not legal anymore. But there's other ways in which we're still seeing redlining. We see it in maybe it's homeownership insurance. That if you purchase in an urban area, your homeowner insurance is 2 to 3 to 4 times higher than it is if you purchase in a suburban area. And it could be the same exact house, the same build, the same year, the same amenities, but it just is because they base it off of zip code as well as density, which makes it more difficult for Black and Brown people to own. It's not uncommon to see insurance to be around $1,200 to $2,000 a year in a suburban area, and then to be, anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000 in an urban area, and that's something that you would have to split up yearly throughout the year. So that's even more money that you would be paying on top of your mortgage, just to make sure that you're protected in the event that your asset, God forbid, were to burn down or anything like that. So to me, that's another form of redlining that exists here in modern day.